Hello there. This is going to be me attempting to conquer the world as the Pope in quite a special way, I hope. So, there was a strategy, fairly niche strategy, that involves abusing some rebels, some very unique rebels that can only be spawned by Naples under very specific circumstances. And these rebels can be used to do lots of very creative things with uniquely the Papal State, because the Papal State has some very unique mechanics placed on it to essentially try and stop players from breaking it. Developers are very keen that the Papal State should be Catholic and that it should be a theocracy with the papacy government reform. They don't want me to do anything else. But there was a side effect to the many special restrictions that they have placed on the Pope, is that you can do certain cool things, like delete your forts. It's actually not a unique mechanic of the Pope, that's just something that you can and should do, because forts are bad. But yeah, you can use some of these unique features to kind of break the game a little bit, in cute, fun ways. So, the plan for this game is basically going to be to start as Herr Pope. We are going to get Naples to spawn these special rebels that turn you into a republic. And we're going to use these rebels to generate some extra reform progress, which will be very useful. We're also going to use them to become Emperor of the HRE while a theocracy. And then we're going to revoke the privilegia. And we're going to add all of these fat boys to the HRE, pass the final reform, become the HRE, inherit all of their countries, get like, I don't know, 5k development, get 90% war score cost reduction, partly because the theocracy government reforms are really overpowered if you generate free government reform progress using these rebelly boys. And do a couple of very cute little tricks to get 80 CCR. And then we're going to conquer the world. Possibly, if I get lucky, before the year 1500. But we shall see how that goes. So, first things first, I did actually attempt this game already, and it went sort of viably for the most part, but I made a lot of mistakes. I didn't really understand a lot about the papal start, so I decided to reboot this, even though the other game kind of was technically viable. I got a bit demotivated with it, so we're going to restart, and we're going to do things a little bit better this time, a little bit smarter. And we are also going to be taking advantage of the fact that Paradox just released an update which kind of breaks how the call to arms works, defensive call to arms at least, and reintroduces a very old exploit where you could prevent the AI calling its allies to arms to help defend itself. So, I don't really like this exploit, to be honest with you, but I am doing so much heinous shit to turn what should, on paper, be probably the worst tag in the game, Papal States, being as it is an endgame tag with a whole bunch of locks on it that make it really difficult to do anything, zero useful conquest modifiers, and a pretty horrible start. Should basically be the worst tag in the entire game. But I'm doing some pretty heinous stuff to turn it into potentially one of the best. Maybe not quite as strong as things like Ottomans, Oirat, Venice, Aragon, these kind of countries, but enough to make it pretty absurd. So I guess some CTA cancelling can't hurt. Now the first step to this is going to be to set up our country, which means arriving those people. Can I ally Venice? Venice, why are you mean to me? Who are your rivals? Hungary. Can I rival Hungary? I would love to rival Hungary. I cannot rival Hungary. Hmm. Well, the first thing that I'm going to do is give out all of the cheaper advisor privileges, actually. It's going to make it slightly cheaper to hire this bloke over here. Who I will subsequently be using to ally Bohemia. Don't know if that really was the play, but whatever. It is what it is. And then I can probably safely rival Provence. Savoy. I might want opinion with Savoy later. Who are Burgundy's rivals? France. Yeah. Our rival, but wait, no. Who are Venice's? Because I can't rival any of these people. Why? Why did you do this to me? I kind of want people I'm not going to interact with. To be honest with you, I'm going to prioritize that over. No, actually, I kind of want Aragon. I want Aragon for now, and we'll leave the third one blank. And then we're going to let a day tick, and we're going to ally Austria. We can enact a papal bull, but we don't want to do that yet. I don't think, because I kind of want to kill my ruler as soon as possible, and then enact a papal bull. I don't want to waste 400 ducats of the Curia Treasury doing it early, because we're going to desperately need the Curia Treasuries to spam this button as much as possible, because that's going to help spawn the Reformation faster, and the Reformation is required to spawn the special Naples rebels. So, right, what else do we want to do? Let's bash out all of the special privileges that give me more mana. Those are all good. I'm reducing my crown land, which means I get more money from this as well, which is very pleasant. Probably want to give out oversight by the clergy. What else do we want on here? Definitely want religious diplomats. Reform progress doesn't matter. Definitely want fund theological studies. Yeah. Nobility. I think I am going to give this out. Not least because I want clergy and burgher influence. Strong duchies. Definitely. And we probably want the officer rights. Equilibrium is at 52. See, that's not really where I want it to be, but I think if we use this, it'll be okay. Because I'm going to need a disloyal nobility later to spawn some other special rebels from Poland, but that's a whole other story. We'll get there when we get there. Do that. And then burgers. I'm not going to make the mistake I actually made at the start of the last game I did, just where I took 6 burger privileges, which meant I couldn't get burger loans, which was very, very foolish of me. We are going to grab this thing that gives me free money. What else are we gonna get? I'm not gonna give out land rights. I will give out free enterprise. That's 4 privileges. Can I give out the bookkeeping one safely? This gives me a special. Give me a heavy ship. Free. I don't know how worth that is. This gives me some kind of useful stuff as well. Give me some more influence, which I probably need. Burger loans give influence. Does. With that and burger loans and a diet if need be, we can get 80 influence, which will be useful later. Yeah, I think I'm going to give that. And then we're going to hold the diet because I needed to get Naples claims later. Then we are going to sell a fat stack of money. Then we are going to seize land. What else are we going to do? Other advisors. Right. Ask for contribution. Yes. Recruit minister that is 50% cheaper to employ. Yes. Where's this guy? Then, even though I'm kind of broke, I'm gonna promote this guy. Because I actually had a huge problem with admin last time. And I might make that worse this time. So I want to focus admin day 1. I kind of care about my tech 4 timing. But how much do I care about my tech 4 timing? Good question. I'm gonna get morale guy. And I am not going to focus admin. I can just not take tech 4 if I need to. It's fine. And I'm gonna try and get a better ruler. And probably some other things. I don't know. We'll find out. So that's all nicely sorted out. Also, Advancement of Religion Act. God, we definitely don't want that. Jesus. I do want a bird for a good general from this. You have no siege pips. Veto. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of birding in this game, unfortunately, because kind of everything about the strategy relies on RNG, which is pretty tragic. So, for example, spawning those special rebels requires the Age of Reformation to start, which kind of getting that quickly is pretty tough. So that's going to require a little bit of strategic birding to spawn that quickly. We need a little bit of strategic birding to get Emperor VHRA as well, and then a little bit of strategic birding will certainly be required to spawn the rebels, and then a bit more will be required to become Theocracy HRE Emperor, because it actually requires my ruler to die and for me to get a regency, And I don't know any way to force a regency in this game other than to just have your ruler die when you have an underage heir. Technically that's not true actually. You can force an interregnum using Pirate Republic, but that's not really viable for the Pope, sadly. Pirate Republic Pope would be pretty cool. It's super durable, but it would require more convoluted routing that would probably be worse overall. I guess you could just become like Emperor of China or something. Just like no CB into Tibet, become Emperor of China, flip Confucian. Oh, I know, because you don't have Eastern religion, do you? Yeah, that's kind of a tough one. No, actually, it's not. You could just you get into Tibet and then use elective monarchy to get a Confucian ruler. Third question of faith to get. Yeah, okay. This is doable. You become like Confucian Emperor of China, then you become like a tributary of. You spawn like these guys as a Pirate Republic, make them Confucian, become their tributary, become Republic using these rebels, and then yeah, it's doable, but it's a little bit convoluted. So there we go. That's actually really good. Definitely take that. Now, what am I going to do with my diplomats? I'm feeling like... What else can I ally who I find useful? Is fighting Ragusa quickly useful? I think getting a claim on these guys might be pretty worth my time, actually. Not having a claim on these guys is actually one of the things that screwed my last attempts. I'm going to do that. And then... what other, like, setup do I need to do? I'm not going to hire the free company yet. Oh, we should build some more boats. Don't need to build any more troops yet. How many transports do I have? 7. Where's my game keeps opening my Discord overlay for some reason. We want to divert trade on both of these guys for sure. In terms of merchants, I'm pretty sure I want to bring both my merchants here. 100% sure, but I think so. Let another day tick pass. Now what am I going to do? We are going to see what alliances we can get. So you can get France, but I actually don't want France. Now Castile could have utility. I can't get them yet. Could ally Milan. No, I don't feel the need to use up my dip relations yet. I think I'm gonna improve to get the Castile alliance. You are over to France. Oh, you are. You're not allied to Austria yet, but you will be. Okay. All of these. I think these are okay. Okay, France actually did rival Castile now. Let's improve with them. And you're friendly to me. But I want you to hate me. So I can get the estate agenda later. Who else do I want to grab an improved tick with? My vassal, I guess. Did they choose to stay independent? Looks like they might have done. Nice. What else am I gonna do? Can I do like settings here? Let me make sure the right people are set as interesting. Albania we definitely want. Byzantium, I guess. Emeritus, I guess. Ottomans, yeah. Hungary, yeah. Poland's the big one. And maybe Lithuania? Find Lithuania. Were they not an option? Or are they already set as thing to me? Oh, where's Lit? Lit, my beloved. Are you not here? Is this in tag order? It might be, in which case Lithuania will be down here. And this seems to be in alphabetical. I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. I can sort by name. That makes things easier. You want, yeah. Okay. There's also this question. You are rival to Trier. And clear, yeah. As you got really lucky last time with the rival networks on the electors, which was very convenient. That's not been repeated, sadly. There's a lot of overlap here. It's probably survivable though. So okay, we are feeling pretty ready to rumble. Let's turn my army and navy off immediately. Is there any other money I'm spending on things I don't want to? I guess we can leave on. Yeah. Start moving these guys. Maybe I do want to recruit a couple of extra troops. I've got what, 2k cavalry? I don't want 2k cavalry. Fine. I'll build a 1k. Wait a minute. I've changed my mind. I actually don't want this off. I want to... I don't know what I want anymore. I'm confusing myself. I want both of these guys on attach. Okay. I think my country is sufficiently set up. Now, I kind of need three things to happen. I need, in an ideal world, I need my ruler to die, I need this ruler to die, and I need to get some more reform desire. So, let's find out whether we can get any of those to happen. I think replaying 1445 a couple of times is going to be on the cards. So probably what I'll do is stop recording while I do that. I've shown all the setup and everything. That's the actually, I was going to say interesting bit. It's not interesting, but it's the thing I want to have a record of, which is why I'm obviously recording. I didn't expect anyone to actually care about watching this. So yeah, I think I'll stop recording, I think I'll bird a bit, and then I'll come back. So, some birding has taken place, and some quite exciting things have happened, actually. So for a start, we got 5% reform desire in 1444, which is kind of insane, actually, because I tested a whole bunch of stuff with reform desire, and this is wild. So for anyone who's curious, reform desire happens because of the AI, well, any Catholic nation, but obviously it's mostly AI countries, getting particular pulse events that can increase or decrease it. These events actually happen at particular, like, scripted moments in time, or at least they can happen. So mostly they won't, but you know, every loop you'll get a couple of them fire. Almost all of the events are in, well, some of them are in January and February at the start of an even number year, so 1444, 1446, 1448, 1450, and so on. So basically they fire every even number year. Some of them are in January and February. Then there are a lot in August, and a lot in, well, there's a few in October, and then a lot in November and December. So the way we fire Reformation really quickly is basically we just save scum a little bit during those months to get a little bit extra while spamming the magic button. Getting 5% in half of November and December is nuts. So that's quite cool. I need to click this button but to make it grow faster, but it costs 500 ducats until I enact this. What is it? Curia Powers cost minus 50%, which will make it half price, but I don't want to do that until my king dies. It's fine, because I now have until January 1446 to click this, because there's not going to be any extra reform progress before then anyway. The ruler of Aragon has died, and Poland also picked to get this absolute Giga Chad 666 guy and not have the Poland-Lithuanian Commonwealth PU thing, which is quite cool. So all of this is good. I would kind of like my ruler to die. I'm not entirely decided what I'm going to do about that yet, but we shall see. What we can now do is... You have too many dip relations, damn it. I like to Castile as well. I don't know what to do about any of this. I started improving relations with Switzerland as well, because I actually have a mission which requires me to have 100 opinion, and it gives me a special merc company, which is quite useful. So what I'm going to do is not that. Over here instead. That does still keep my progress on this, right? Yeah. Let's actually not do that. No, we should just leave that guy there for now. And then, basically, yeah, what we're going to do is bird. Well, hopefully not bird, but we're going to get this event. Which makes Naples independent. We do that. I'm going to go check something on the wiki real quick, because there is an estate agenda that gives me claims on Naples, but it has a specific opinion requirement. So we're gonna make sure okay, so the requirements for this are any neighbouring country which is not a subject state, which Naples now is, has at least 6 provinces, is not our ally, overlord or subject, does not have a truce with us, less than plus 25 opinion towards us, which Naples does, and I don't have a truce with them, so that's perfect. No permanent claims or cause on target country by the HRE. So yeah, I believe I can now get this agenda. Means we're going to start. And into Provence. Mec, are you... T'es sérieux? Okay, so that's approximately gone not ideally. But probably what I'm going to do is I'm going to save scum this agenda, and then I might save scum my king to die as well. I'm not sure though. And then I'll come back after that. Okay, so we are back, and my king is still alive, but it only took a few attempts to get this agenda, which is kind of not the one I was hoping for. I was really hoping for this one, because it's the best piece deal is taking all of these provinces. But I can grab at least one of these as well. It's not the end of the world. So I think what I'm going to do is, while Naples has no friends, I think I am just going to attack them. They do still have 7k troops, which is not ideal. But we're hopefully going to manage. Can I just ally someone so I'm getting all these alliances? Because all these alliances are going to end up causing negative opinion for me. Oh, also, I need to. Wait, I can't. Why can't I rival Naples? Do I have to wait for a month tick? Allies Savoy now. I can CTA cancel this though, that's fine. I mean, I could just bird the alliance as well, but this will be slightly faster. Well, missed that. It wasn't ideal. For a long time since I've done this. I think I remember how to do it. Don't know if that actually worked. I've kind of, yeah, completely forgotten how you even tell. It's only started the war, so, you know, that's a start. I guess. There's only one way to find out. Well, what an unsuccess that's been. Yes, I'm going to need to go to a slightly older save. Which is okay. I'm actually going to back this up because that's the 100 ducats that I would quite like to keep. And then we're gonna Naples, you have no allies. So I can declare war without having to use any exploits. Isn't that just fabulous? Don't know what the best way to approach this war is either. but I think this is a good start. When does this fall? 7th of May. Are they going to commit to this? Looks like they actually are. Fine. Not the end of the world, I don't think. From the attitude, yes, I can get Venice alliance now. Just a tick on that, which is ill advised by me, but wipe this way. Yes, nice and easy. Okay, and then the Free Company dudes go siege the fort with my vassals to help out. It should be 9k exactly. Oh, fabulous. And then we just go carpet siege the rest of their country. How shrimple is that? That's just, I mean, that's magnificent. That is a plan coming together. Are they gonna kill this? My vassals, no. Why are you fighting them? That's June now. Nice. I just want to not get a disease outbreak here. The main thing. So I mean, I don't have to care who any of these people are allied to. Oh, water shortage! Oh my god. This is going so much better than the last one. It's crazy. Right. Now... something like that. Ah. I see. Unless they had already recruited people here. These guys, August, July. Let's cancel that recruitment, but these guys we can just kill normally. All good. Everything's fine. Everything's as it should be. And then as soon as this is actually occupied, cancel that, I guess. Then we can bring these guys in more quickly. Start occupying that. Wasn't paying attention there, but we've got supply shortage anyway. Is perfectly adequate role for what I'm trying to do. Now we kill their navy, which is something I also wanted to do. Decent roll, it's fine. We win this. Let's go back to cancelling that. Let's actually do this way around. Yeah. Everything is just fine. Just, you know, hunky-dory. Sort of fabulous. You know how it is. Actually, we'll finish their navy off there. That'll do. Will I not die? Okay. Boom, we win. Okay, we don't win. Do I bird it for 21%? I don't want to bird my king dying without having to worry about this. Ahead of 45. Yeah. This is getting pretty aggressive with the birding at this point, but you know, it's one of those runs. I did my oil out campaign, which was quite clean. There was certainly birding at the start of it, but that's just the oil out start being insanely RNG. It was, yeah, it was just like standard birding, you know, like, oh, I'm just gonna make myself look a little bit luckier than I otherwise would be. And also birding to not get Chagatai with allies at the beginning. But this is more like kind of just birding everything because it's an insanely degenerate run because, you know, Papal State's pre-1500. Oh, that's so beautiful. So beautiful. Don't you just love to see it? Guess we can loot some of these provinces for a little bit. Okay, what I'm going to do is temporarily disappear, try and kill my king, and then come back. Hello, hello, hello. We have returned after actually really quite some time, but I have managed to get a new ruler. Finally. He's not amazing, but he is 4 dip and 4 admin, which is pretty good. Especially as I suspect there might be an inbuilt malice to the Pope rulers. And I've also got careful on him for reduced AE impact. This is not the best trait that we could have got. Well connected would have been really good, honestly. Coupled with the Furia and stuff, we could probably have run like tier 5 admin pretty easily. But this is good enough. I only built it a couple of times for the personality, mainly because I got Cruel initially, which is like the worst trait in the game. I was like, no, I'm not having that. Not accepting this. But yeah, we also got a couple of events So we've got -10 devotion, which is going to be useful later. I think I also got an event that gave me some Diplo points as well, but that's not super consequential. Anyway, we are finally in position to actually make a peace deal here with Naples. Now, in terms of diplomacy, we want to do a couple of things here. So we are going to, recall these diplomats. I definitely want to ally Venice. I don't think is there anyone else I wanted to ally? Oh, I sort of can't see because. Okay. Still improving with Switzerland. Nice, nice, nice. We can start bringing our troops back. Probably worth starting to think about what we want to do next as well. Okay. In terms of this peace deal, I think we want to take these two provinces because they're both how do you say? They're both claimed. Sorry, the English language is leaving me. Naples, I want to not take, or Napoli rather. We need to leave them with that. Do you want any land? Okay, you sort of desire all of this. Because I guess you're a kingdom, which means you desire everything in your culture group. There's a couple of things here we want to balance. Truce length is one. Land taken is definitely another. I might be inclined to do something like that. That's only 55 in unjustified demands. How long is this truce? Until 58. This is unfortunately a lot of admin to core all of this. This is also a fair amount of Catholic dev, which has its downsides as well. Not insubstantial downsides, actually. But I think it'll be salvageable. This gives me a truce that will expire in September 1960. Let me think for a moment. Pretty much the best case scenario for Reformation will be spawning it in 1450. That's quite unlikely. Well, actually, that reminds me. Now that we have a new ruler, we can do two things. One is Curia Powers cost -50, and the second, that's still showing as 500. Now it's showing as 250. I'm going to do that. Fantastic. So, best case scenario, I mean, I think we can take the extra money. It's not that many ducats, but I could also What does this do for A? We were still kind of fine in terms of A. But I do want to maximize September it is, I think. And ally Venice. And I could ally these guys too. Is that useful to me? It could be. But I also don't need to. In 100 diplomatic power, yeah, I don't see why I wouldn't want that. I love how bugged 1.37 is. It's such a dogshit update. Great stuff. We basically don't have any war exhaustion. I could concentrate dev here. Oh, that's really expensive to core because this is stated. That's like 70 admin. Yeah, I'm gonna forget otherwise. I'm gonna do it like that. Okie dokie. Oh yes, of course, I do the estate agenda, which gives me a little bit more admin. And then, do I focus admin? That's another 2 ducats. That's another 2 ducats. I think this is the play. Is it even? $14.51. Yeah. Okay, now I think we want to go back to spy networking here, and I probably want to start spy networking here. Is this the next target? I've just realised I've created myself such a long truce here that it might be very challenging to generate enough war exhaustion on them when the time comes to try and spawn their rebels. I think it might require 5. I see what their current war exhaustion is. Manpower recovery speed, right? And of course they don't have any because they unconned. Ooh, okay, hang on a minute, I probably need to look up. Naples events. What's the requirement here? Have less than 1 stability, at least 5 war exhaustion, at least 5% inflation, less than 90 legitimacy. I don't know if I can really manipulate any of those things except overextension. In my original routing where I was going to vassalize Naples, I was going to use overextension, which is really awkward as well. But how long does it take to give the AI 10% OE? Yeah, I'm gonna go back. And I'm gonna change this peace deal. Oh, no, that's the wrong thing. This one. We're going to change up the peace deal so that what we do is five, don't want that. Peace deal I'm going to make will be this one. Still goes a relatively long truce. It's going to save me loads of admin. I'm not going to have to core this crap. It has just occurred to me that I'm never going to be able to core Naples or to core Napoli. How much OE is this? 18%. That means when it comes to revoke, I'm basically just gonna have to. Oh man. It might be salvageable actually. I don't know. We shall see. We'll get that out then. That truce is okay. I like these guys. Enact our golden bull. Click that button. Unpause for 1 day. Get our extra admin. Core everything. Click this. That's all good. Then go back to building our spy network there. Move our more ships around again. Fabricating, I guess, on Emeritus. Is there anyone I want to ally? Could ally England. Everyone loves me. Feels good being the Pope. I probably... See, it's just, I'm just not sure if this is the right call. Use up a dip relation on this. Then again, am I going to use my dip relations on anything else? This wait, who hates you? I can't ally Hungary. I can 1v1 Poland though, it's fine. Because they don't have Lithuania this time. So I think I'm gonna ally these guys. This is a good start, all in all. Is there anything else that I need to do? I've lost a little bit of opinion here. So we can still get 100. Easily enough. I think the only other thing is I'm gonna need a CB on Aragon, aren't I? I'm gonna need a CB on Aragon. In fact, that's 100% the next biggest priority. I'm a rival to them, right? So this should go up relatively quickly. And we'll go back to Ragusa as well. And Emeritus. And because I don't think I can, well, I mean, I don't have the ability to summon the die again, but I don't think I could get diet claims on any of these people anyway. Okay. So I think probably the next thing for me to do is start getting some reform progress. Means I'm probably going to call this a day here. Made some good progress. Managed to get ourselves a decent ruler. Get Naples. Probably I'll turn everything off, right? This is a smart move. I'm gonna, oh yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm not gonna focus admin again. Not yet anyway. Maybe later. We're not going to war for a little bit. The only CBs I have are the Conquest one on Naples. Lovely. Well, gonna call it a day there then.